be the clumsiest kid that ever fired a gun.
Happy birthday, rat face. You're finally legal.
You got balls, kid. You really got balls. And you got brains.
This problem with your Uncle Paulie has gone on long enough, Jackie. It's time to take action.
You're a dead man! You hear me? A dead man! Oh, the NYPD is behind me, Estacado. I own the NYPD.
I'm just here for the clean air and the engaging conversation. I remember the night of my 21st birthday. That was the first time I died.
Estacado! Oh, Estacado, come on, wake up, sunshine! Oh, now up here in your boombox. Come on, look at me!
What's the matter, you pussy? Huh? Get one little baby tap from a nightclub bouncer? You gonna sleep on me over here?
Yeah, I already told you, he don't look so good. That guy was a goddamn gorilla. Ugly too.
Oh, he's gonna rip our nuts off. He finds out we never collected his money. Oh, man. Man, we screwed the pooch on this one, Jackie. You know what Paulie's like. You don't collect, best not to even come home.
Hey, Paulie don't know nothing, alright? We'll tell him the money was stolen before we got there. Maybe he'll be nice, cause it's Jackie's brother.
Guys, you wouldn't know nice if it slapped him upside the head with a 50-pound sledgehammer. Jesus Christ. We gotta get a plan.
Okay. Practical question. You think Paulie was gonna want us to take up the construction site? I'm headed that way.
Yeah. I mean, Paulie was adamant, right? Maybe if we whack that guy nice and clean, like, too hard on us, you think?
Maybe. We gotta get there first. Hey, we got company.
Drive, goddammit!
Hold on to your lunch.
Christ, Mike. You're gonna kill us.
I told you there was coming. I heard the sirens. Did I say I heard the sirens, Nino?
You hear sirens in your sleep, Mikey. You gonna shake these assholes or what?
Watch this.
Yeah, you like that?
Tell them he'll never take us alive. They hate that.
We gotta get to the Graves End construction site and take care of Paulie's contract on the foreman. Two jobs in one night. Slaves. Jackie, don't just sit there staring like a retard. We gotta shake these things. Come on, run up and help me out.
This is a New York City Police Department. Stop the car and step out with your hands in the air.
Anytime you're ready, Jackie. Take your time. Don't worry about that.
They got new uniforms. You see them new uniforms they got? Pretty sharp.
Hey, these are already Strokes boys.
How are they shooting at us? They're supposed to be on Paulie's payroll. Fuck them. Paulie's gonna go ape shit on us anyway, so keep shooting.
Would you drive straight? I can't get a beat.
I am driving straight. You shoot straight.
Mikey, you crazy bastard!
You wanna try, jackass?
Where's that guy on the left? I get the one trailing! You missed! Come on, they're gaining on us! Oh, fuck me!
You know! Oh shit! Jackie, you gotta get up here! Take Nino's place. I can't lose this guy. Scrunch one more! New York's finest!
Gravesend construction site. Aptly named. Classic mob venture filled with blue-collar construction workers armed to the teeth. And my boss, Uncle Paulie, sent me here to whack the foreman. Like I said, classic.
This sucks, donkey dick! Oh God! It hurts! Jesus! I wouldn't want to do that again. Oh man, would you look at that? These pants cost me $400 over at Sal's. Now they got bloodstains all over them. Some fucking 21st birthday for you, huh? Here. Got your present.
Thanks, Mikey.
Attaboy, Jackie. You look after those pieces and use them well. You know, this looks real bad. Real bad. Now go find out what's going on. Then get the hell out of here.
Mikey, who's this Sullivan guy? And what did he do to Paulie?
Who gives a shit? He probably looked at him the wrong way. There ain't no free passes for Paulie, no matter what he did. Let's remember that.
Where do I find Sullivan?
He should be in his office, at the far end of the site. You be careful though. This boys sure as hell know we're coming.
How many guys he got on the site?
20, 30 tops. Some real hard asses from the Emerald Isle.
Hey, fuck it. Let's just go home, and we're gonna tell Paulie we blew it.
Are you crazy? That's like asking a goddamn shark to share its dinner. We finished the hit. We just might make it out alive. Okay, Jack. I feel all right now. Let's go make that hit.
They said I didn't have to pay it back either.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Would you relax? I was only making small talk.
Because I sure as hell ain't asking Paulie Franchetti.
No, I mean, why do you need a loan?
Chelsea goes off to college next year. I gotta get her out to the West Coast or something.
Chelsea's your daughter?
No, she's my girlfriend. Works down at the Cavern Club.
Oh, right. That's very generous of you.
What can I say? She's a good kid. Plus, I gotta make sure she never runs into my wife. Marie thinks I'm at art class on Tuesday nights.
Yeah, that's a stroke of genius. You're the caring, nurturing paragon of virtue that we all aspire to.
Where'd you learn words like that anyways?
I bought some encyclopedias off some guy came to the front door one time.
Oh yeah? How much?
Well, I didn't exactly pay for them. I caught him looking through the curtains at my wife. So I tapped him on the kneecaps with a hammer a couple of times and told him if I ever saw him around my neighborhood again, I'd stick a grenade up his ass. He seemed to lose his interest in the sale at that point.
Wow. You're pretty generous yourself. I would have just wasted his ass.
What? And get blood all over my nice new set of encyclopedias?
Someone want to tell me?
It's your Uncle Paulie. You know you've been a pain in my ass since the day I met you, Jackie. Pissing and moaning about the way I do business. Well, you need to learn who's calling the shots in this family. I've been very, very generous to you, Jackie. In fact, I got a surprise for you. On your birthday. It's in the closet. Have a blast.
Me and Paulie never did agree about the way things were being done. Paulie took the business into selling drugs, working side by side with the cops. When I was growing up, the family had codes. We did business. We looked out for the people. I believe we ought to honor those codes. Now Paulie, he's just a parasite. Wants to bleed me dry.
I saw him. He came out of the window. Down there. He's going towards the cemetery. Tell the boys to drive around the block. We'll squeeze him in there.
Where is he? I don't see him no more. I lost him too. Keep looking. He didn't go far after that fall.
Darkness will fall.
Who's there? What are you doing to my cemetery?
Paulie says we see him, we blow his brains out. Take him out! Get away this time! I'm on it!
Hey, don't shoot me, son. Frank, never mind this old man. I'm all right. No. Never mind. You don't say much. Man of action. I respect that. But if you want to talk, I'm here.
Yeah, nice place. Angel statue and everything.
Eh? What the hell are you talking about? You're in a piss parlor, kid. Unless you mean the Trinity Cemetery outside.
Is there a way out of this fucking cemetery?
There's a gate at the north end. You got a lock on it, though. Keeps out the undesirable element.
He went in here. He ain't getting away this time.
Through you, I will display my power.
One clean shot and he's dead.
Through you, I am born.
Getting me with your demon shit here.
I've heard people complain that life is unpredictable. Well, I never had a life that was predictable. But what happened to me today? That's why I need you, Jenny. You're the only one I can count on. Jenny, it's me, Jackie.
Hi, baby. Happy birthday. I just got into my new place. Thought you were gonna help me unpack.
Yeah, I'm sorry, baby. Things got kind of screwed up at work.
Again? That's too bad. I have a surprise for you.
I can't talk right now, but I'll be there soon. I promise.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Look, just remind me again how to get to your new place.
It's on Orchid Street here in Chinatown. It's just next to the basketball court. It's apartment number 11. Oh, but you'll have to go around back through Mulberry Alley. They're doing repairs or something on the front door. Are you on your way now?
I'll be over as soon as I can. Now do me a favor. Just don't open the door till you know it's me.
I'm a big girl, mystery man. I can take care of myself. I'll see you when you get here.
Hey, humor me just this once. Okay? Now I gotta run. Bye.
Even in darkness, light dawns for the upright, for the gracious and compassionate and righteous man. Psalms 112, verse 4. Hello, my child. You have reached the Trinity Church's answering machine. There's no one in this house of the Lord who can answer your call right now, but have faith. If you leave a message after the beep, someone will get back to you shortly. And please consider a donation.
You've reached the answering machine of Tom's Treeports. I'm currently 50 billion light years away from my desk, but if you leave a message, I'll get back to you as soon as superhumanly possible.
You have reached the 24-hour herpes hotline. Unfortunately, the number you are dialing from has been cancelled from this service.
Welcome to the Emergency Call Center. For personal assistance, press 1. If you're on fire, press 2. If someone is trying to stab you, press 3. If someone is already stabbing you, press 4. If you've been stabbed and you're currently bleeding to death, press 5. If you are stabbing someone, press 6. For everything else, press 7. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Yo, Jackie! It's me, Enzo! Wait up! I hear you're pissed off your Uncle Paulie. Put his boys out to look for you. You knock bones with one of his girls or something?
Why don't you ask him?
I steered clear of that little rat like he had the bubonic plague. What the hell did you do?
Money was involved. I was unconscious at the time.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Hey, I was wondering, you still seeing that girl Jenny? Because I was thinking, you know, if you ain't...
Hey, I'm still seeing her. Matter of fact, she just pays me.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a phone down the platform you can call her from, you know? Hey, you say hi for me, okay?
New York Transit Service, how can I help you, sir? Sir, there's an exit that leads to Chinatown and the Canal Street subway station. Just follow the signs. At the Canal Street subway station, just follow the signs that leads to Trinity Church. It's located to the left of the Lower East Side exit. You can reach Fulton Street by train. Take the next subway train that leaves from Canal Street to Fulton Street. Sir, there's an exit that leads to Lower East Side in the Canal Street subway station. It's the right exit next to the Trinity Church exit. Raspberry Street lies right next to the Green Olive Grove restaurant. Sir, there's an exit that leads to St. Mary's Orphanage in the Fulton Street subway station. Just follow the signs. To reach Pier 19, you have to go through Lower East. At Canal Street, follow the signs leading to the Lower East Side exit. Then follow Thompson Street, and then turn left to Clark Street. At the end of Clark Street, you'll find a tunnel that leads to Pier 19.
Sir, there's an exit to Grinders Lane in the Fulton Street subway station. Just follow the signs.
Is it on? Was this button? No, I didn't hear the beep.
Fair, man. That asshole won't let me play my harmonica at my spot unless I give him a couple $100.
Who won't let you play?
Big guy. He's always hanging here. Goes by the name of Compton Scar. If I could fight like I play, I'd tear him a couple of new holes just for kicks.
You just gotta know how to persuade a guy. Wait here.
Now over the phone is Lieutenant Gomer. Welcome, Lieutenant. Appreciate you joining us this evening.
Thank you.
Could you give us an update on the current investigation into the Crane and Eckstein bombing?
Absolutely. The Gravesend construction site bombing seems to have been a part of a feud between two small-time gangs. We have indications that lead us to suspect a foreign criminal organization was involved in the laundering of drug money for the Crane and Eckstein Construction Company.
I see. Do you have any suspects detained yet?
We expect to have all suspects involved in this incident captured by tomorrow night. You know how we like to keep the trash in the garbage bin, Jane.
What about the reports of witnesses claiming a lone gunman was sighted on the scene? Some speculate that this was related to the Mafia.
Well, I wouldn't put much stock into crackpot theories like that. As you know, the area where the bombing occurred is known for having its share of drug addicts and other suspicious elements. Now, those can hardly be relied upon for accurate information.
Won't this work against your boss, Captain Edward Schroet, in the upcoming election?
Absolutely not, no. Since Captain Schroet has been in office, crime rates have plummeted thanks to his zero-tolerance policy. I think that the law-abiding and upstanding citizens of our fine city will want to keep it that way. And for that to happen, they need him in office.
Thank you for your time, Lieutenant. This is Jane Unger for Newswatch 6 saying thank you and good night.
Hey, Jackie.
Hey,
it's me.
no fair.
Nicky Barucci. Hey,
Oh,
wait
God.
up.
Don't hurt me.
Good to see you, Jackie. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. So what's the news with Paulie? And how's the wife?
Yeah, so, Jackie. But it ain't the wife I'm worried about. It's Paulie. That little Doberman don't see anything but money. Word's out, Jackie. He's paying a lot of cash to guys who bring you down. Some of the younger boys, they get scared to take a dump without his permission. Spineless little turds. I wouldn't come around here for a while if I was you.
Paulie put a hit on me. Already.
Yeah, already. You just be careful around here, son. And try not to whack anyone. Old Butcher's got his hands full cleaning up the last mess. Some asshole hit the head chef at the Olive Grove by mistake. A fucking bloodbath in there.
You remember Jenny, right? She moved to a new place around here. It's supposed to be by some ball court. You know where it is?
The basketball court, sure. First street to the left, and then second to the right. But in case you didn't hear me the first time, Paulie's got a hit out on you. So be careful.
Thanks for the advice, Mr. Barucci. But I can take care of myself.
You got a problem, tough guy?
Yeah. My problem is I'm a big music lover, and I don't got no music to listen to. Now my buddy with the harmonica, he's an honest-to-God virtuoso. So my suggestion is that you leave him alone and let him do his thing.
And if I don't?
Well, if you don't, I got a magic trick for you. I see you around here again, dipshit. I'll put my arm down your throat and pull a rabbit out your fucking ass.
Just relax, alright? You can play down here if he wants. Thanks, son. I never would say this to no one, but you got a good heart.
Good evening, sir, or ma'am, as it were. You've reached Simon Do-Gooder, attorney at law and presiding president of the Car Aficionados Association. I'm not at my mansion at the moment, however, leave your distinguished name and number following this beep, and I'll make sure to deliver a swift and satisfying response.
Ever been in love with somebody who was so beautiful and pure, you couldn't bear to show them your own darkness? That's how I feel about you. We grew up together in St. Mary's Orphanage. I guess I'm gonna have to tell you the truth about what kind of scumbag I really am. But what the hell am I gonna say?
Stay in the shadows, Jackie.
Take him out!
It's in darkness.
Ah!
Jackie! Hello, up here! Hey, you found me! Come on upstairs, it's apartment 11. Jackie! Oh my god. Can you believe this place? Come here, look on the kitchen table. Surprise! Cake! You won't believe this. Look, Giancarlo spelled your name wrong again. Well, you gonna blow out the candles? Happy birthday, rat face. You're finally legal. I know you always piss and moan about your birthday, but I couldn't resist. I mean, you're only 21 once, right? Are you okay, babe? You're being kind of quiet.
I got a real problem, Jenny. Something happened today with my Uncle Paulie, and it's a real bad situation.
Paulie? What kind of situation?
Okay. See, here's the thing. I was supposed to collect some money from my Uncle Paulie downtown. Only the money wasn't there. And now Uncle Paulie's kind of pissed at me.
I'm sure it's gonna be okay. It's been like 9 years since he took you home from the orphanage. Your Uncle Paulie likes you, doesn't he?
Jenny, baby, you don't get it. Uncle Paulie isn't a teddy bear. He's a fucking psychopath. And he's gonna kill me.
Kill you? What are you talking about? What exactly do you do for your Uncle Paulie anyway?
I'm a contract killer. I kill people for the Franchetti crime family. I meant to tell you. I just didn't know how, baby.
What? Are you nuts? You are nuts. This is just like you, Jackie. There's something else wrong and you're hiding it with some kind of weird-ass story you just made up. Hey, come on. It's your birthday and I've got a new apartment. Let's take one day off from fucked up. Your friend Butcher came by today. He wanted you to call him when you could. I wrote the number on the notepad by the phone.
She reeks of innocence.
Come on, sit here for a while, Jackie. And watch some TV with me.
I need help. I can't stop drinking. You know, I'm drunken. Drinking. Drink. Maybe a fucking truckload full of vodka.
egen indian. Gustav är en indian. Elvis egen indian. Gustav är en indian.
Jackie, what is it?
Jenny?
Yeah?
Nothing.
Let's just sit here for a while. Okay? You want the remote, don't you, mister? No, my apartment, my TV, my remote. Are you cold, Jackie? God. It's freezing in here.
There's no hurry, for there's nowhere to go, nothing to buy, no money to buy it with. Although Macon County had recently been told that it had nothing to fear but fear itself. That summer, I was 6 years old.
Morning, Miss Cunningham.
Oh, morning, miss.
My daddy's getting dressed. Would you like me to call her for you?
No, miss, I don't care to bother.
Why, it's no bother, Mr. Cunningham. Really happy to see you. Attica! Attica! Here's Miss Cunningham.
Good morning, Walter. Come on, Mr. Finch. I didn't want to bother you none. Run you these here hickory nuts as part of my entailment.
Thank you. The collards we had last week were delicious.
Well, morning.
Morning. Scout, I think maybe next time Mr. Cunningham comes, you better not call me.
I thought you'd want to thank him.
Oh, I do. I think it embarrasses him to be thanked.
Why does he bring you all this stuff?
He's paying me for some legal work on his part.
Why does he pay you like this?
That's the only way he can. He has no money.
Is he poor?
Yes?
Are we poor?
We are indeed.
We as poor as the Cunninghams?
No, not exactly. Cunninghams are country folks, farmers. Crash hit them the hardest.
Gal, call your brother. Atticus? Jim's up in the tree. He says he won't come down until you agree to play football for the Methodists.
Jim? Son, why don't you come on down out of there now and have your breakfast? California has a good one. Hot biscuits.
No, sir. Not till you agree to play football for the Methodists.
Oh, son, I can't do that. I explained to you I'm too old to get out there. After all, I'm the only father you have. Wouldn't want me to get out there and get my head knocked off, would you?
I ain't coming down.
Suit yourself.
Morning.
Morning, Miss Lottie.
What's going on over there?
I'm having a terrible time, Miss Lottie. Jim's staying up in the tree until Atticus agrees to play football for the Methodists. And Atticus says he's too old. Every time we want to do something, he's too old. He's too old for anything.
He can do plenty of things.
Be good children. Mind Carol. Morning, Morty.
Morning, Atticus.
He won't let me have a gun. And he'll only play touch football with me. Never tackle.
He can make somebody's will so airtight you can't break it. You count your blessings and stop complaining, both of you. Thank your stars he has a sense to act his age.
Jim, he is pretty old. Well, I can't help that. Hey. Hey yourself. I'm John Baker Harris. I can read. You got anything needs reading, I can do it. How old are you? 4 and a half. Going on 7. Well, no wonder then. Scout's been reading since she was born, and she don't start school till next month. You look right puny for going on 7. I'm little, but I'm old. Folks call me Dale. I'm from Meridian, Mississippi, and I'm spending 2 weeks next door with my Aunt Stephanie. My mama worked for a photographer in Meridian. She entered my picture in the Beautiful Child contest and won $5 on. She gave the money to me and I went to the picture show 20 times with her. Our mama's dead, but we got a daddy. Where's your daddy? I haven't got him. Is he dead? No. Well, if he's not dead, you've got one, haven't you? Push down. What the? Dale, this is California.
Pleased to know you, Dale.
Pleased to know you. My daddy owns Yellin' and Railin'. He's gonna let me run the engine all the way to New Orleans.
Is that so?
He says I can invite anybody. There goes the meanest man that ever took a breath of life. Why is he the meanest man? Well, for one thing, he has a boy named Boo that he keeps chained to a bed in the house over yonder. See, he lives over there. Boo only comes out at night when you're asleep and it's pitch dark. When you wake up at night, you can hear him. Once I heard him scratching on our screen door, but he was gone by the time Atticus got there. Wonder what he does in there. Wonder what he looks like. Well, judging from his tracks, he's about 6.5 feet tall. He eats raw squirrels and all the cats he can catch. There's a long, jagged scar that runs all the way across his face. His teeth are yellow and rotten, his eyes are popped, and he drools most of the time. Oh, I don't believe you.
Dale, what are you doing here?
My Lord, Stephanie almost gave me a heart attack.
Dale, I don't want you playing around that house over there. There's a maniac lives there, and he's dangerous.
See? I was just trying to warn him about Boo. He wouldn't believe me.
Well, you just better believe him, Mr. Dale Harris.
Tell him about the time Boo tried to kill his papa.
I was standing in my yard one day when his mama come out yelling, "He's killing us all." Turned out that Boo was sitting in the living room cutting up the paper for his scrapbook. And when his daddy come by, he reached over with his scissors, stabbed him in his leg, pulled him out, and went right on cutting the paper. They wanted to send him to an asylum, but his daddy said no Radley's going to any asylum. So they locked him up in the basement of the courthouse till he nearly died of the damp, and his daddy brought him back home. There he is to this day, sitting over there with his scissors. Lord knows what he's doing or thinking.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, Dad, it's 5 o'clock. Where are you going? Time to meet Atticus. Why do you call your daddy Atticus? Couldn't tell him, does? Why does he? I don't know. He just started to ever since he began talking. Mr. Boats is on her porch. Listen, no matter what she says to you, don't answer her back. There's a Confederate pistol in her lap under her shawl, and she'll kill you quick as look at you. Hey, Mr. Bones, don't you say hey to me, you ugly girl. You say good afternoon, Mr. Bones. You come over here when I'm talking to you. You come over here and listen. You listen to me when I'm talking to you. Don't your daddy teach you to respect old people? You come back here, you little bitch.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bowes. My, you look like a picture this afternoon.
You don't say a picture of what?
My goodness gracious, look at your flowers. Have you ever seen anything more beautiful? Mr. Bowes, the gardens at Bellingrad have nothing to compare with your flowers.
Oh, I don't think they're as nice as last year. It is
I can't agree with you.
So she figures be me.
I think that your yard is going to be the showplace of this town. Well,
Which I brought ashore on my first raft, and I had a dog. Atticus, do you think Boo Radley ever really comes and looks in my window at night? Jim says he does. This afternoon when we were over by their house.
I told you gently, those
To Atticus, my beloved husband. Atticus, Jim says his watch is going to belong to him someday.
That's right.
Why?
Customary for the boy to have his father's watch.
What are you going to give me?
I don't know that I have much else of value that belongs to me. But there's a pearl necklace. There's a ring that belonged to your mother. And I put them away, and they're to be yours. Nice cup. Night, Jack.
Good night. was I when Mama died. See? How old were you? See? Old as I am now. Smell pretty. Mama eyes. Did you love her? Yeah. Did I love her? Do you miss her?
Evening, Atticus. Pretty church. Rather warm, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
How's Mrs. Taylor?
He's fine, thank you. Atticus, you heard about Tom Robinson?
Yes, sir.
Grand jury will get around to charging him tomorrow. I was thinking about appointing you to take his case. I realize you're very busy these days with your practice. And your children need a great deal of your time.
I'll take the case.
I'll send a boy over for you tomorrow when his hearing comes up. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Atticus.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Jim. I bet you a great goat against 2 Tom Swifts. You wouldn't go any farther than Boo Radley's Cave. Scared, too, ain't you? I ain't scared. I go past Boo Radley's house nearly every day of my life. Now we hear any. See what's going on. All right. Make a Santa Scout. Not much is happening. The judge looks like he's asleep. I see your daddy and a colored man. The colored man. The colored man looks to me like he's crying.
And I see him.
I wonder what he's done to cry about. What's going on? There's a whole lot of men sitting together on one side. And one man keeps pointing at the colored man and yelling. Taking the colored man away. Where's Atticus? I can't see your daddy now either. I wonder where in the world...
Scout Jim. What in the world are you doing here?
Hello, Atticus.
What are you doing here?
We came down to find out where Boo Radley was locked up. We wanted to see the bats.
I want you all back home right away.
Yes, sir.
Run along now. I'll see you there for dinner.
Hey, howdy, Cap.
Mr. Ewell.
Captain, I'm real sorry they picked you to defend that nigger that raped my Miguel. I don't know why I didn't kill him myself instead of going to the sheriff. It saved you and the sheriff and the taxpayers lots of trouble.
Excuse me, Mr. Ewell, I'm very busy.
Hey, Captain, somebody told me just now that they thought that you believed Tom Robinson's story again, Iron. I said you wrong, man. You dead wrong. Miss Pence ain't taking this drug against her. Well, it was wrong, wasn't it?
I've been appointed to defend Tom Robbins. Now that he's been charged, that's what I intend to do.
You've taken his
You'll
drug.
excuse me, Mr.
What kind of man are you? You got children of your own.
I think we ought to stay right here in Miss Stephanie's yard. You don't have to come along, Angel Maid. What are you gonna do? Gonna look in a window at the Radley house and see if we can get a look at the Radley. Come on, Bill. Jump, please, I'm scared. And go home if you're scared. I swear, Scott, you act more like a girl all the time. Come on, Bill. Wait for me, I'm coming. We'll go around back and crawl under the high wire fence at the rear of the Radley lot. I don't believe we can be seen from there.
Come on in here, Scout. Have your breakfast.
I think your dress is mighty becoming, honey. Now don't go tugging at that dress, Scout. You want to have it all wrinkled before you even get to school?
Still don't see why I have to wear a darn old dress.
You'll get used to it.
I'm ready.
Oh, Jim. Jim. It's half an hour before school starts. You sit back down. Wait for your sister.
Well, hurry up, Scout. I'm trying to. Well, come on. It's your first day. You want to be late? I'm ready. Come on, come on. Bye. Stop it! Stop it! Your daddy, Mr. Walter Cunningham from Osam. Well, come home and have dinner with us, Walter. We'd be glad to have you. Well, our daddy's a friend of your daddy's. Oh, Scott. Mary here's crazy. She won't fight you no more.
That's a dinner that you enjoy.
Yes, sir. I don't know when I've had a roast. We've been having squirrels and rabbits lately. My pa and I go hunting in our spare time. You got a gun of your own? Uh-huh. How long you had a gun? Oh, a year or so. Can I have a syrup, please?
Son? Cal, you bring in the syrup dish, please?
Yes, sir.
How old were you when you got your first gun, Atticus?
13 or 14. I remember when my daddy gave me that gun. He told me that I should never point at anything in the house. And that he'd rather I'd shoot at tin cans in the backyard. But he said that sooner or later he supposed the temptation to go after birds would be too much. And that I could shoot all of the blue jays I wanted, if I could hit them. But to remember, it was a sin to kill a mockingbird.
Why?
Well, I reckon because mockingbirds don't do anything but make music for us to enjoy. Don't need people's gardens. Don't nest in the corn cribs. They don't do one thing but just sing their hearts out for us. How'd you like school, Scout?
All right.
Well, thank you, Cal. That's for Walter.
What in the same hell are you doing, Wolf? But Atticus, he's gone and drained his dinner in syrup, and now he's pouring it all over.
Scout,
What?
come out here. I want to talk to you. That boy is your company. And if he wants to eat up that tablecloth, you let him, you hear? And if you can't act fit to eat like folks, you can just sit here and eat in the kitchen.
Scout, what in the world has got into you? No.
Atticus, I'm not going back to school anymore.
Now, Scout, it's just the first day.
I don't care. Everything went wrong. Teacher got mad as down at me and said you were teaching me to read all wrong. And to stop it. Then acted like a fool and tried to give Walter Cunningham a quarter. When everybody knows Cunninghams won't take nothing from nobody. Any fool could have told her that.
Well, maybe she's just nervous after all. It's her first day, too, teaching school and being new here.
Atticus.
Now, wait a minute. Just learned a single trick, Scout. We get along a lot better with all kinds of folks. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view.
Sir?
Till you climb inside of his skin, walk around in it.
But if I keep going to school, we can't ever read anymore.
Scout, you know what a compromise is?
Bending the law?
No. It's an agreement reached by mutual consent. Here's the way it works. You concede the necessity of going to school. Keep right on reading the same every night, just as we always have. That about it?
There
just didn't seem to be anyone or anything Atticus couldn't explain. Though it wasn't a talent that would arouse the admiration of any of our friends, Jim and I had to admit he was very good at that. But that was all he was good at, we thought.
See, there he is.
Scout, Jim, come on inside. Come on, get in. Mr. Finch, this is Cal. I swear to God, there's a mad dog down the street apiece. He's coming this way.
There he is.
Got it all right, Mr. Finch.
Stay inside, son. Keep him in there, Cal. He's within range. Check.
Take him, Mr. Finch.
Oh, no, Mr. Tate. He can't shoot.
Don't waste time, Hank.
For God's sake, Mr. Finch, he's got to be killed right away before he starts running. Look where he is. I can't shoot that well, you know it.
I haven't shot a gun in years.
Well, I'd feel mighty comfortable if you did now.
Don't go near that dog, you understand? He's just as dangerous dead as alive.
Yes. Atticus?
There are some things that you're not old enough to understand just yet. There's been some high talk around town to the effect that I shouldn't do much about defending this man.
If you shouldn't be defending him, then why are you doing it?
For a number of reasons. The main one is that if I didn't, I couldn't hold my head up in town. I couldn't even tell you or Jim not to do something again. Skip. You're going to hear some ugly talk about this in school. But I want you to promise me one thing. That you won't get into fights over it. No matter what they say to you.
Yes. What are you doing? Walking like an Egyptian. We were studying about him in school. Teacher says we wouldn't be no place without him. That's so. Cradle of civilization. They invented embalming and toilet paper. That's wrong, Scout. Do your feet. This way. Look, Jill. You awake? Go back to bed. I can't go to sleep. Go back to bed. What you got in the box? Nothing. Go back to bed. Come on. I show you. Will you swear never to tell anybody? I swear. Cross your heart. All of these, and then all of that old tree, at different times. This is a spelling medal. You know, they used to award these in school to spelling like people before we were born. And another time, I found this. Scout? You know something else I never told you about that night I went back to the Radley house? Something else? You never told me anything about that night. Well, you know the first time when I was getting out of my britches? Uh-huh. Well, they was all in a tangle, and I couldn't get them loose. Well, when I went back, though, they were folded across the fence. Sort of like they was expecting me.
It was to be a long time before Jem and I talked about Boo again. School finally ended, and summer came, and so did Dill.
Good morning. Good morning. Ma, you're up mighty bright and early.
Oh, I've been up since 4.
4?
Oh, yes, I always get up at 4. It's in my blood. You see, my daddy was a railroad man till he got rich. Now he flies airplanes. One of these days he's just going to swoop down here at Macon, pick me up and take me for a ride. Who's that in the car with Chef Tate? Where's he been?
In the Abbotsville jail.
Why?
The sheriff thought he'd be safer there. They're bringing him back here tonight because his trial is tomorrow. Good evening, Nick.
Evening, Mr. Finch.
Come in.
The news has gotten around the county about my bringing Tom Robinson back to the jail. I heard there might be trouble from that bunch out at Old Sarum.
I need you to stay here tonight. Can you do it?
Yes, sir, I can.
Thank you. I think you better count on staying.
Yes, sir.
What's going on? Shh. Hey, there's his car. See, there he is, over there. Don't move to him. He might not like it. I just want to see where he was and what he was up to. He's all right. Let's go back home. Come on.
You in there, Mr. Finch? He is. He's asleep. Don't wake him.
You know what we want. Get aside from that door, Mr. Finch.
What, I think you ought to turn right around and go back home. I think Tate's around here somewhere. No, he ain't.
I can't see Atticus.
Well, that changes things.
Atticus! Hey, Atticus.
Jim, go home. Take Stark and Dill home with you. Son, I said go home.
No, sir.
I'll set him home.
Don't touch him! Let him go! Let him go!
That'll do, Stark.
Ain't nobody gonna do Jim that away.
Now, you get him out of here, Mr. Finch. Jim?
I tell you, I ain't going. Hey, Mr. Cunningham. I said, hey, Mr. Cunningham. How's your entailment getting along? Don't you remember me, Mr. Cunningham? I'm Jean Louise Finch. You brought us some hickory nuts one early morning, remember? We had a talk. I went and got my daddy to come out and thank you. I go to school with your boy. I go to school with Walter. He's a nice boy. Tell him thanks for me, won't you? You know something, Mr. Cunningham? Entailments are bad. Entailments. I was just saying to Mr. Cunningham that entailments were bad, but not to worry. Takes a long time sometimes. What's the matter? I sure meant no harm, Mr. Cunningham.
No harm taken, young lady. Tell Walter you said hey. Let's clear out of here. Let's go, boys.
Now you go home. Hold on. I'll be there later.
Come on.
They won't bother me.
Morning, Mr. Slade. How do you do? See so many people? Just like on Saturday. Where you going? I can't stand it any longer. I'm going downtown to the courthouse and walk. You better not. You know what Atticus said? I don't care if he did. I'm not going to miss the most exciting things that ever happened in this town. It's packed solid. There's thinning all along the back. Reverend.
Yeah?
The Reverend Sock said you're going upstairs?
Yes, I am.
Thank you, Brother Joseph. Old Mrs. Come on, children. Come on. Come on.
August 21st, I was just leaving my office to go home when Mr. Yule, came in. Very excited he was, and he said to get to his house as quick as I could, that his girl had been raped. I got in my car and went out there as fast as I could. She was pretty well beat up. I asked her, Tom Robinson beat her like that? She said yes, he had. I asked if he'd taken advantage of her. She said yes, he did. That's all there was to it. Thank you.
Did anybody call a doctor, sir?
No, sir.
Why not?
Well, I didn't think it was necessary. She was pretty well beat up. Something sure happened, it was obvious.
Now, Sheriff, you say that she was mighty beat up? In what way?
Well, she was beaten around the head. There were bruises already coming on her arms. She had a black eye starting.
Which eye?
Let's see. The left.
Well, now, was that was her left facing you? Or looking the way that you were?
Oh, yes, that would make it her right eye. It was her right eye, Mr. Finch, now I remember. She was beaten up on that side of her face.
Which side again, Nick?
The right side. She had bruises on her arms. She showed me her neck. There were definite finger marks on her gullet.
All around her neck, at the back of her throat?
I'd say they were all around.
Witness may be seated. Robert E. Lee York.
Drink hand on the Bible, please. Some swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, help God. I do. Sit down, please.
Now, Mr. Yule, you tell us, just in your own words, what happened on August 21st.
Well, that night, I was coming in from the woods with a load of kindling, and I heard Mayella screaming as I got to the fence. So I dropped my kindling, and I run just as fast as I could, but I run into the fence. But when I got loose, I run up to the window, and I seen him with my Mayella.
What did you do after you saw the defendant?
I run around the house trying to get in, but he done run through the front door just ahead of me. But I seen who it was, all right. I seen him. And I run in the house and pulled me out of laying on the floor spot. And I run to Mr. Tate just as quick as I could.
Thank you, Mr. Yule.
Would you mind if I just ask you a few questions, Mr. Ewell?
No, sir, Mr. Santa Show.
Folks are doing a lot of running that night. Let's see. Say that you ran to the house, you ran to the window, you ran inside, you ran to Mayella, and you ran to Sheriff Tate. Did you, during all this running, run for a doctor?
There wasn't no need to. I seen you done it.
Now, Mr. Ewell, you've heard the sheriff's testimony. Do you agree with his description of Mayella's injuries?
I agree with everything Mr. Tate said. Her eye was black. She was mighty beat up. Mighty beat up.
Now, Mr. Ewell, can you read and write?
Yes, Mr. Finch, I can read and I can write.
Good. And will you write your name, please? Right there. Show us.
What's the wish?
You're left-handed, Mr. Ewell.
What's that got to do with it, Judge? I'm a God-fearing man. That Atticus Finch, he's trying to take advantage of me. Got to watch tricky lawyers like Atticus Finch.
Quiet. Quiet, sir. Now, the witness may take his seat.
Bail, Violet Jewel. Put your hand on the Bible, please. Shall swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, said to God. Sit down, please.
Now, Mela, suppose you tell us just what happened, huh?
Sir, I was sitting on the porch and he come along. Well, there's this old chaparral in the yard. And I said, you come in here, boy, and bust up this chaparral and I'll give you a nickel. So he come on in the yard and I go in the house to get him the nickel. And I turn around and before I know it, he's on me. And I fought and hollered, but he had me around the neck and he hit me again and again. And the next thing I knew, Papa's in the room, standing over me, hollering, "Who done it? Who done it?"
Thank you, Mela. Your witness sentence.
Miss Mela, is your father good to you? I mean, is he easy to get along with?
That's tolerable.
Except when he's drinking. When he's riled, has he ever beaten you?
My paws never touched a hair on my head in my life.
You say that you asked Tom to come in and chop up a... what was it?
A chaparral?
Was that the first time that you ever asked him to come inside the fence?
Yes.
Didn't you ever ask him to come inside the fence before?
I might have.
Can you remember any other occasion?
No.
You say he caught me, he choked me, and he took advantage of me. Is that right? Do you remember him beating you about the face?
No. I don't recollect if he hit me. I mean, yes, he hit me. He hit me.
Will you identify the man who beat you?
Most certainly will. Sitting right yonder.
Tom, will you stand up, please? Let Miss Nayella have a good long look at you. Tom, will you catch this, please? Thank you. Now then, this time, you please catch it with your left hand.
I can't, sir.
Why can't you?
I can't use my left hand at all. I got it caught in a cotton gin when I was 12 years old. All my muscles were tore loose.
Is this the man who raped you?
Most certainly is.
How?
Oh, now. He done it. He just done it.
You have testified that he choked you and he beat you. You didn't say that he sneaked up behind you and knocked you out cold, but that you turned around and there he was. Do you want to tell us what really happened?
I got something to say. And then I ain't gonna say no more. He took advantage of me. And if you fine, fancy gentlemen ain't gonna do nothing about it, then you're just a bunch of lousy, yellow, stinking cowards. The whole bunch of you. And your fancy ass don't come to nothing. Your Mammon and your Miss May Ellen, it don't come to nothing, Mr. Finch.
Sit down there.
Atticus? Mr. Gilmer?
The state rests, Judge.
Tom Robinson, take a stand. Put your hand on the Bible. Some swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help God. Good. Sit down. Tom, were you acquainted with Nayella Violet Ewell?
Yes, sir. I had to pass her place going to and from the field every day.
Is there any other way to go?
No, sir. None I know of.
And did she ever speak to you?
Yes, sir. I'd tip my hat when I'd go by. And one day she asked me to come inside the fence and probe for her. She gave me the hatchet and I broke it up. And then she said, I reckon I'll have to give you a nickel more. And I said, no, ma'am, there ain't no charge. And I went home. The fence, that was way last spring. Way over a year ago.
Did you ever go on the place again?
Yes, sir.
When?
went lots of times. It seemed like every time I passed by yonder, she'd have some little something for me to do. Chopping kindling, toting waterfall.
Tom, what happened to you on the evening of August 21st of last year?
Finch, I was going home as usual that evening. I passed the Ewell place. It's Mayella on the porch, like she said she was. And she said for me to come there and help her a minute. Well, I went inside the fence and I looked around for some kindling to work on. But I didn't see none. And then she said to come in the house. She has a door needs fixing. So I follows her inside and I looked at the door and it looked all right. And she shut the door. All the time I was wondering why it was so quiet like. And then it come to me. There was not a child on the place. And I said, Miss Mayella, where are the children? She said, they all gone to get ice cream. She said it took her a slap year to save 7 nickels. But she done it. And they all gone to town.
What did you say then?
Oh, I said something like, why, Miss Mayella, it's right nice of you to treat him. She said, you think so? Well, I said, I best be going. I couldn't do nothing for her. And she said, oh, yes, I could. And I asked her what? And she said to just step on the chair yonder and get that box down from on top of the shifter rope. So I done like she told me. And I was reaching. And the next thing I know, she grabbed me around the legs. She scared me so bad I hopped down and turned the chair over. That was the only thing. Only furniture disturbed in the room, Mr. Finch. I swear, when I left it.
And what happened after you turned the chair over? You've sworn to tell the whole truth. Will you do it? What happened after that?
Mr. Finch, I got down off the chair and I turned around. She sort of jumped on me. She hugged me around the waist. She reached up and kissed me on the face. She said she'd never kissed a grown man before, and she might as well kiss me. She says for me to kiss her back. And I said, Miss Mayella, let me out of here. And I tried to run. Mr. Ewell cussed at her from the window. Said he's gonna kill her.
What happened after that?
I was running so fast. I don't know what happened.
Tom, did you rape Mayella Ewell?
Dear God, son.
Did you harm her in any way?
Did not.
Robinson, you're pretty good at busting up shipper robes and kindling with one hand, aren't you? Strong enough to choke the breath out of a woman and sling her to the floor?
I've never done that, sir.
But you're strong enough to.
I reckon so, sir. Good.
How come you so all fired anxious to do that woman's chores?
Looks like she didn't have nobody to help her. Like I said,
With Mr. Ewell and 7 children on the place? You did all this chopping and work out of sheer goodness, boy? You mighty good fella, it seems. Did all that for not one penny?
Yes, sir. I felt right sorry for her. She seemed...
You felt sorry for her. A white woman? You felt sorry for her.
To begin with, this case should never have come to trial. The state has not produced one iota of medical evidence that the crime Tom Robinson is charged with ever took place. It has relied instead upon the testimony of 2 witnesses, whose evidence has not only been called into serious question on cross-examination, but has been flatly contradicted by the defendant. There is circumstantial evidence to indicate that Mayella Ewell was beaten savagely by someone who led almost exclusively with his left. And Tom Robinson now sits before you, having taken the oath that the only good hand he possesses is right. I have nothing but pity in my heart for the chief witness of the state. She is the victim of cruel poverty and ignorance. Pity does not extend so far as to her putting a man's life at stake, which she has done in an effort to get rid of her own guilt. Oh, I say guilt, because it was guilt that motivated her. She's committed no crime. She has merely broken a rigid and time-honored code of our society. A code so severe that whoever breaks it is hounded from our midst, is unfit to live with. She must destroy the evidence of her offense. But What was the evidence of her offense, Tom Robinson? A human being. She must put Tom Robinson away from her. Tom Robinson was to her a daily reminder of what she did. Now, what did she do? She tempted a Negro. She was white. She tempted a Negro. She did something that in our society is unspeakable. She kissed a black man, not an old uncle, but a strong, young Negro man. The code mattered to her before she broke it, but it came crashing down on her afterwards. The witnesses for the state, with the exception of the sheriff of the county, have presented themselves to you gentlemen, to this court, in the cynical confidence that their testimony would not be doubted. Confident that you gentlemen would go along with them on the assumption, the evil assumption, that all Negroes lie, all Negroes are basically immoral beings, all Negro men are not to be trusted around our women. An assumption that one associates with minds of their caliber, and which is in itself, gentlemen, a lie, which I do not need to point out to you. And so, a quiet, humble, respectable Negro who has had the unmitigated temerity to feel sorry for a white woman has had to put his word against two white people. The defendant is not guilty. But somebody in this courtroom is. Now, gentlemen, in this country, our courts are the great levelers. In our courts, all men are created equal. I'm no idealist to believe firmly in the integrity of our courts and our jury system. That's no ideal to me. That is a living, working reality. I am confident that you gentlemen will review without passion the evidence that you have heard, come to a decision, and restore this man to his family. In the name of God, believe.
The jury been out now, Reverend?
Let's see. It's 2 hours now.
I think that's an awful good sign. Don't you?
it's now in session. Everybody rise.
Gentlemen of the jury, reads the verdict. We have, Your Honor. Will the defendant please rise and face the jury? What is your verdict?
We find the defendant guilty as charged.
Gentlemen, this jury is dismissed.
Court's adjourned. I'll go to see Helen first thing tomorrow morning. I told her not to be disappointed. We'd probably lose this one. Tom.
Atticus? I'm sorry, Atticus.
Well, thank you, Marty.
Atticus, can I see you for a minute?
Will you excuse me?
Jim?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if it'll help, but I want to say this to you. some men in this world who are born to do our unpleasant jobs for us. Your father's one of them.
Tom Robinson's dead. We were taking him to Abbotsville for safekeeping. Tom broke loose and ran. And the deputy called out to him to stop. Tom didn't stop. He shot at him to wound him and missed his aim. Killed him. The deputy says Tom just ran like a crazy man. Last thing I told him was not to lose his heart, that we'd asked for an appeal. We had such a good chance. We had more than a good chance. Family. You look after the children, Mike.
Atticus, you want me to go with you?
I'm going to go out there alone.
Atticus? I'm going with you.
Hello, Mr. Finch. I'm Spence, Tom's father.
Hello, Spence. Helen here?
Yes, sir. She's inside, lying down, trying to get a little sleep. We've been talking about the appeal, Mr. Finch. How long do you think it'll take?
Spence, there isn't going to be any appeal. Not now. Tom is dead.
Boy, go inside and tell Atticus Finch as it come out here. Go on, boy.
settled down again. I still looked for Boo every time I went by the Radley place. This night, my mind was filled with Halloween. There was to be a pageant representing our county's agricultural products. I was to be a ham. Jem said he would escort me to the school auditorium. Thus began our longest journey together.
Bob Ewell was lying on the ground under that tree down yonder with a kitchen knife stuck up under his ribs. He's dead, Mr. Finch. Yes, sir. Bother these children anymore. Miss Scout, do you think you could tell us what happened?
I don't know. All of a sudden, somebody grabbed me, knocked me down on the ground. Jim found me then. Then Mr. Ewell, I reckon, grabbed him again, and Jim hollered. Then somebody grabbed me. Mr. Ewell, I guess. Somebody grabbed him. Then I heard someone panting and coughing. And I saw someone carrying Jim.
Who was it?
Oh, there he is, Mr. Tate. He didn't tell you his name.
Mr. Arthur Radley. I believe he already knows you. Heck, let's go out on the porch.
Say goodnight to Jim, Mr. Arthur. You can pet him, Mr. Arthur. He's asleep. Couldn't if he was awake, though. He wouldn't let you. Go ahead.
losing your memory. You can't remember whether Jim was 12 or 13. Anyway, it'll have to come before the county court. Because it's a clear-cut case of self-defense, but I'll run down to the office.
Mr. Finch, do you think Jim killed Bob Yule? Is that what you think? Oh, boy, never stabbed him. Bob Yule failed his man. He killed himself. There's a black man dead for no reason. Now the man responsible for it is dead. Let the dead bury the dead this time, Mr. Finch. I never heard tell it was against the law for any citizen to do his utmost to prevent a crime from being committed, which is exactly what he did. But maybe you'll tell me it's my duty to tell the town all about it, not to hush it up. Well, you know what'll happen then. All the ladies in Macomb, including my wife, will be knocking on his door, bringing angel food cakes. To my way of thinking. Taking one man who's done you in this town a big service and dragging him, his shy ways, into the limelight. To me, that's a sin. It's a sin. And I'm not about to have it on my head. I may not be much, Mr. Finch, but I'm still sheriff of Macon County. And Bob Yule fell on his knife. Good night, sir.
Tank was right. Well, it would be sort of like shooting a mockingbird, wouldn't it?
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you for my children.
Neighbors bring food with death, and flowers with sickness, and little things in between. Boo was our neighbor. He gave us 2 soaked dolls, a broken watch and chain, a knife, and our lives. One time, Atticus said, "You never really knew a man until you stood in his shoes and walked around in them." Just standing on the Radley porch was enough. The summer that had begun so long ago had ended. and another summer had taken its place, and a fall, and Boo Radley had come out. I was to think of these days many times, of Jim and Dill and Boo Radley and Tom Robinson and Atticus. He would be in Jem's room all night. And he would be there when Jem waked up in the morning.
Messy afternoon. Now you get yourself over here, but tread lightly. I've got my share of shit for tonight, okay?
Hey, leave the goons to me. Now listen, Butch. Things are happening. I'm about to get my ass handed to me by a very nasty scumbag whose name rhymes with Paulie Franchetti.
Okay, now I want you to notice. I do this only for you because of who your father was, and because you've always shown respect to your family. Now listen, you go through Doyer's alley across from Jenny's apartment. I got my car parked there. You make sure no one sees you. I'll leave the back door entrance to the kitchen open. You got that?
Next time Mr. Cunningham comes, you better not call me.
I thought you'd want to thank him.
Oh, I do. I think it embarrasses him to be thanked.
Why does he bring you all this stuff?
He's paying me for some legal work.
Is he poor? Yeah.